and welcome back to the program. That's right. The music's going. Oh, brother. You got it? It's in audio inputs. Or you can just pull down the volume on it. I can see it. All the way on the right? Oh, wait, no, that's the big side. All right. Tanner's got it, dude. I've been, I taught him. I taught him well.
Tanner's gonna lap us all.
Plus,
by the
Luke
end of
is
the
doubled.
summer.
Let me just jump in there a little bit.
Luke is doubled.
Let me just jump in there. I'm doubled, really?
You're not. You good.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Rocky start, but we're getting there. Welcome to the program, Cricket.
Thank you.
A return guest to Chat Havers.
Thank you for having me.
What a treat it is to have you here again.
It's such a pleasure to be back.
You were in the old studio.
Yeah.
Look at us now.
It's amazing.
It's a garage with a bunch of shit in it. Okay.
It's beautiful. It's bigger than the last one.
It is.
It's
it is.
cushy.
The second one, the old one was just the bedroom in my house.
Yeah.
Now I'm in a garage.
You're in the garage of your whole house.
And soon I'll be in maybe like what used to be a retail space for a failed tattoo shop or something. You know what I mean?
Serious? Yeah. With like shitty ceilings?
Yes. And I'm like, somehow this
splinters?
feels like an upgrade because I'm like, no, I have my own space. It's like awesome. But it's not an upgrade and I should have stayed here the whole time. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But at least you'll have to pay lots of rent.
These are not new chairs, Jake. These are the right. Well, usually we have the couch, but sometimes when the couch goes away, I'm like, well, I don't want to pull it out if I don't have to.
I have to say, I love these chairs. I was talking about them before
Right?
because I can sassily sway.
Yep.
And they make me feel like I'm a real guest on a talk show.
I know. You know what? I'm so happy you said that because I spent well, these are Wayfair, and then it's like, but you're like.
Oh, so you would kidnap some children?
I did. But they were little. Here's what I was gonna say, and I don't want you to quote me on this. I was gonna say, well, they were dead because the chairs were so small. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you gotta get only the biggest chairs.
Yeah,
on
how do the
Wayfair.
kids? I mean, it doesn't even make any sense because how could the kids survive? I mean, there's no air holes in the wardrobe.
No. It's almost like the whole thing's very upsetting and not
So
actually
it's the
like
whole
a
thing isn't
reflection
real.
of reality.
It's almost like it's not true.
Yeah, that's weird though.
Huh.
That can't
But
be
I
right.
really love these chairs. But all to say, I don't know if you use Wayfair, but sometimes you get stuff on Wayfair. It's like you're like, okay, I know this is going to be nicer than IKEA, but there's like a still very real chance it's going to be a complete piece of ugly shit that I hate. That I'm immediately going to go, I wish I didn't have this, such as the ottoman in my house. But these I fucking love.
But you still have the ottoman.
Yes, because what are you gonna do? Get another thing to put shit on?
I guess.
Yeah,
You
we
could.
do really want a coffee table.
Maybe after you rent that, tattoo shop, you can then you can start putting your dollars in some ottoman.
Finally, instead of I should get an ottoman for out here. Then it could really feel like
But
a
this
podcast.
is actually, without an ottoman, it's a core workout. And one of the
Not if you slouch.
one of the topics that I said I would talk about was exercise.
We could also, you know what, Cricket? I think tonight we're gonna do animals, but I think we should also talk about everything you wanted to talk about
I think
today.
we should at least read down the list.
Okay, let's get here. I'll get the list out.
Okay.
Let Cricket decorate your ugly ass house. Interesting, Robbie. Interesting
Wow.
thing to say to someone you like, the show you watch and you like. A moderator of the show is going to say that to me.
That's a moderator?
That's a That's how
I love that moderator.
That's how my moderators talk to me. Now think about how everyone else does.
Scene. I'm a good decorator. And I dressed according to the theme, which
you really did. I did. I'm wearing black pants because like black bears.
Yeah, it's a stretch. I think we all know it's a stretch.
Well, yeah, and it's I'm wearing my everything now. Shirt.
Oh, and then bears that famously love streaming shows.
Yes, they're getting more human than ever. Wait, where did you send me?
I texted
you
it to
texted
you.
it to me. You texted me. So here was Cricket's list, and I would say you got anything to say about any of these, you're welcome to talk about. You and the chat. Exercise, medical problems, books, which animal you'd be and why, which is the one I chose. Advice about friendship. Sex, one word. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which we'll talk about in a sec. But because of this, I started watching again, and I really am really into it again.
Oh my God, seriously?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I put it on the list?
Yeah, because it's like you put it on the list, and then it like came on YouTube TV, and I was like, right, I never like finished this, so I started watching where I was, and I'm in like season 2.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
you have so far to go.
I know.
There's 7 seasons.
And part of it was because I saw what was like a season 5. I was like, this show gets really awesome, and I need to keep watching.
It gets really awesome. It gets really dark. It gets really, it's an intense, good show.
I really like it. The acting's great. I mean, it's also, it hits the, like, which I also know. Oh, wait, there was one more, too, before I get ahead of myself.
But I really liked how your phone fell, and you've trained yourself. You're, like, that was, like, black belt level. Like, you didn't even fall away with your eyes.
No,
it was just gone.
It's like it didn't
you
happen.
were locked in.
Yeah. It's like the whole time there could have been, I like to sort of gaslight the audience so much. They'll, like, be like, maybe there wasn't a phone at all, because why would he do that?
Right,
You know what
like,
I mean? Yeah.
Well, and it makes everyone be less nervous for you. Like, sometimes you see someone's phone fall, you see them flinch, and then you feel nervous.
Right. I'm not nervous.
But I was just, like, not even concerned. I was like, oh, that must be, like, that must be what your phone's for.
And I'll tell you what, this thing shatters. Doesn't matter to me. I don't care.
I love that.
It doesn't even fucking matter. Last one was digestive problems. Just wanted to get that
Digestive problems. Okay.
We have a call coming in. Let's wait 1 sec, and then we'll take a call.
And it can be about anything on the list.
It can be about anything on the list. Okay.
No, that's not a good friend. Jake said, can tell I'm the loser when everyone else gravitates to sex and I choose book. I don't think that's a loser at all. I think books are fucking cool. That's why I put them on
a lot of books have sex in them.
A lot of books, yeah.
For many years in human history, that was the only way you could even learn about sex was from books.
That was the only way you could have sex.
Yes.
Was just by reading alone.
Oh. You know, I mean, that's just maybe how you'd feel when you were reading a sexy book, I guess. Oh! What I wanted to say is what I like about Buffy, which I also love about 90s Star Trek, which I also know you're a fan of Next Gen, is that they are shows that are so perfectly from that era, because if you watch the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes, that is everything that happens that's important in the episode, and the rest of the time, you can have it as background ambience while you do other stuff, and you will understand what happened, and you will understand where the story went.
It's true.
I love it. I really miss TV like that. Like, it doesn't really exist anymore.
No, it's like an explosion a minute, and everyone, I don't know, Star Trek has become so plot heavy and so action heavy, and I'm like,
have you watched any of the new series? I have not.
None of them. Yeah, I've dabbled.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a couple seasons of Discovery because I'm sexually attracted to the cast as a whole. No. What? Which one?
The way that made the Klingons into sort of like rock golem people.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Sexy.
Well, you just dipped your hand a little. Now I know who you think is sexy on the
Klingons,
show.
Yeah.
Klingons.
That was always my problem with 90s Star Trek. Klingons weren't sexy enough.
They weren't. No.
I always had that note, and to see someone finally get that note and get it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sexier than they were on the original series, I would say.
Yes, because they were just sort of weird men.
Yeah.
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 I'd rather they be. Aren't they kind of rock monsters a little bit? Or am I really misremembering this?
I have never thought of them as rock monsters, but I don't want to say that they're not.
You don't want to yuck my yum.
I mean, I don't, everything's relative.
Right. If I see a rock monster and I want to fuck it, that's my journey.
Yeah. Absolutely. On this last day of Pride.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. Thank you for having me on. It's a little, you're getting me in under the wire.
And I'm not going to do this now, but I'm then going to do the mental calculus. Did I have any queer guests on in this month?
This month? Yeah, list them all for me and then tell me their names and phone numbers.
And you don't pronouns. Have to. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
No, it's okay. You have. No. I'm here to.
Dude,
save
I didn't even
you.
know it was Pride.
Honestly,
yeah, like that's true of these freaking corporations or whatever. Never mind.
If only there was some way I could spend money to show pride in being gay.
Think how far we've come. That finally we could spend money to show how much we like gay people.
I know, it's amazing.
Back in the day, you couldn't do that.
You couldn't do it.
You couldn't support Coca-Cola. You couldn't say, I love Coca-Cola. They put a rainbow, about 100 cans of this they put in the stores. I'm buying them. Way more Marvel cans than Pride cans, but they still got them there.
Yeah.
Pretty
I remember like seeing Pride items and like making fun of them and like telling my friends about them or whatever, being like, look at this Pride barefoot wine or whatever. And now it's just like, it's everywhere. It's everything.
It's not even worth like I don't even think about. Yeah. No, you're really right. It's like I don't even. It has been so many years in a row now of that being a thing that I don't think. I'm just like, yeah, it's Pride. So there's like going to be a bunch of products like there is around like the World Cup. You know, like when they do Olympics Fritos, you're like, yeah. Then they do Pride Fritos. Yeah. Totally. I wish they cling off. Haha, just kidding. Captain Kirk was a hound for those aliens. I've never really watched the original series.
Beautiful set design.
Really?
Yeah.
I see that. I mean, it seems like a classic thing where you see the bones of it. You're like, okay, there's like, I understand this is the, you know, like much like, almost like, okay, I'm going to say this, Old Testament, original series, Next Gen, New Testament, Jesus Christ.
Oh, controversial.
Will you go on the record agreeing with that or no?
No.
Okay, all right, cool.
But because like I have a soft spot for the Old Testament, so I think that
But you're not Jewish.
No, but I'm not Christian either.
Whoa.
Yeah, can you imagine? That really blew everyone's minds in like 1995 in Rhode Island. Let me tell you, they were like, neither.
What?
Yeah, what?
What the fuck?
What?
Do you like Deep Space Nine at all?
Yeah, but I haven't gone really deep with that one.
See,
I haven't gone
I'm
deep.
more.
You're DS.
I'm a DS9 head till I fucking die.
Yeah.
I love Next Gen, but like DS9 is the one I rewatch.
Yeah.
And then Voyager is fine.
Voyager, I've also only dabbled in.
You don't need it. I didn't even finish it.
I was raised on the original, and I still like it. I mean, some of the characters are amazing. Spock is like arguably one of the best characters ever created.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And there's so many beautiful flashing lights on their ship. I like that.
That is true. There are a lot of beautiful flashing lights. I like the color coordination. I really like that. Anytime as a kid, I think as like a nerdy kid, anytime you were like grouping people and saying like, these guys wear red shirts because they're engineers and these guys wear blue shirts because they're doctors, I'm like, yes. And what would I be? What would I be? I really do love that. Well, it's like a class in World of Warcraft.
It is. I had a friend in Baltimore who called Star Trek work porn. Like, it's like you're being good at you're so good at your job. It's like the fantasy of being so good at your job. And honestly,
and
Buffy,
liking your coworkers.
Everybody's in the perfect job for them. Kind of like this show.
Yes, guest host,
Tanner.
I should be on the camera, in front of the camera.
They can't hear you, dude. You know what kind of microphones are on.
Well, I'm monitoring the stream and I can hear myself slightly. So.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Tanner.
So I guess this actually isn't really like Star Trek at all.
I actually say he actually proved exactly why he is in the perfect place where he is.
I guess that's true.
You know what I mean? Like that
actually,
that interaction is like the proof. I'm like, it's like how Worf is like kind of aggressive, but you need him there. Tanner's kind of doing that thing, so he's there.
And I'm so embarrassed that this is like, I'm a bad Trekkie, but there's one guy in TNG whose plot is always kind of like he, annoys everyone.
The little wimp guy who makes the thing, who makes the crazy holodeck program where he fucks all the women on the ship.
Yes,
I love that.
That guy is kind of Tanner.
Barclay. That's a great character. When they bring him back for the fourth time and he's created a world where he's fucking all the women on the ship, you're like. Yeah, that's what like a lowly guy on this crew would do.
And
that's what
history has followed, and like that is correct. That is 100%. That's what we're doing.
100%. Like that is like he literally foresaw like internet fan fiction porn of fictional characters before anyone.
Absolutely.
Which Star Trek also. The Kirk Spock originals, the original / fiction, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Lieutenant Broccoli, if you know him. DS9. Wait a minute.
Do you want to take that call?
This motherfucker. Yeah, but hold on. This person is putting Enterprise above TNG? Huh?
It confuses me when I always think of the little guys as going that way.
Enterprise better than...
Voyager is worse than TNG is worse than Enterprise.
I got it. I mean, I think you could maybe make Enterprise better than Voyager. I don't know. But on the whole, but also TNG. And okay, so the new topic is we're just going to talk about Star Trek. So you actually should have worn your Star Trek uniform.
I have I don't know if the camera can see my water bottle because it's green, but I have a Beverly Crusher sticker with me. So,
okay, yes, but Next Gen, part of it is they had to wait for Roddenberry to die before they could really make the series good. The first 2 seasons, this is what someone's told me. I don't know if you've ever heard this. Is that the first 2 seasons, it's like they really were still in Roddenberry's rooms where like everyone has to be on the same page. They're like really can't be character development because it's the utopian future. And then when he dies is when it starts really getting good because they're like, okay, who are these people? And then you get, there are 4 lights. You get like fucking, Picard like kind of having this weird relationship with women stuff. And that is because... Now, I've heard the Orville is good. I have heard this, that the Orville, the Seth MacFarlane thing, after a couple seasons stops being a comedy and starts just being 90s Star Trek, completely self-serious.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yep. What animal would you be? Let's get into it. Let's take a call. Because I'm really,
No, I mean, I'll go. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think both of us could really. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show. Hello.
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 So this is Frankie, a.k.a. Wizworld Live, and I had an animal, but I love Star Trek. I've been exploding on hold for like 10 minutes. I have so many Star Trek opinions.
Okay. All right. Here's what we'll do. Frankie, great to hear from you. Top 3 Star Trek opinions, and then we'll go into the animals. List them.
Okay. Number 1. Modern Star Trek is made by someone who thought Nemesis was good, and they're afraid that the audience will get bored if the camera sits still for a second, and that's why it's bad.
Yep.
Number 2, Voyager gets really good, especially with the Doctor episodes, which carry the baton from Data, especially Author, which if you haven't watched any Voyager, check out that one. I
agree. And the Andy Dick episode with the Doctor is amazing. Yeah, please.
Andy Dick's last chance at mainstream success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My third one, I guess, is I think they should stop making Star Trek except for Lower Decks for like 4 years. Just give everyone a little rest.
Yes.
I agree. It's kind of like Pride Month, where they've done it so much that now I don't.
And no one cares.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because it's all Paramount has, and it's like you got to imagine because I know as someone who owns Paramount Plus only to rewatch old Star Treks, they're like, well, the numbers say we need more Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need to. I mean, I guess they did just reboot Frasier.
They did reboot Frasier, except none of them wanted to do it except Kelsey
Grammer.
Grammer.
They certainly did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's even more conservative.
And Wizworld,
okay,
what
animal.
friggin' animal would you be and why?
I'd be a panda because I feel like that animal has the lowest bar, and everyone wants so hard to make sure you're fed and only do exactly what you want all the time, and they're desperate to try to get you laid. Like, it's the most relaxing animal to be, I think.
You're sort of like a king.
Yeah.
Like an old-timey king is what kind of a panda does. Yeah. I like that. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's pretty nice. All right.
That's a really good choice.
That's a great choice. And okay, this is great because like there are so many different reasons to pick which animal you would be. Like you could pick the animal that you kind of know you are, that you don't want to be, but you know you are that one. You could pick an animal that's like a fantasy of what you would be, or you can do what you did, which is sort of like a utilitarian, practical approach, which is like what life would be best
as an animal.
Yeah, and I think that's a really good approach.
And
it's
it isn't what I would go for, and I do really like that Wizworld, and that it's like I because there's a lot of animals that are cool but would not be fun to be.
Yeah, like what? Like what do you think?
I thought about owl, but like you're eating rats all day,
right?
Or eating your poop sometimes, like.
It's not great.
Please, no, thank you on owl.
Okay, all right. Yeah. This is something that's coming to mind when you say owls, and I'm curious if both of you have this. Do you feel like as a kid there were a lot of times where you would do some sort of science field trip and they would show you a fucking owl pellet?
I have a story about owl pellets.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I feel like that happened a lot of times weirdly. Yeah, please.
I don't know if the payoff, but it's like the second you said owl, I got tense because of owl pellets, and then you said owl pellets. Yeah, like you always are having to dissect owl pellets in science class. And I think it's because you don't have to kill an animal, but you get a whole skeleton.
That's so true.
Which, like, actually, honestly,
true.
Don't have to kill an animal, get a whole skeleton is fucking sick. Like, that would be, like, if I could do that day to day, that would be awesome.
You fucking solved it. I've literally thought this so many times with cricket. That is it. It's like, you get the thing, but then it's like, you're teaching the kids, like, no, this is just part of it. It's a predator. Like, it's fine this animal died because it's part of the thing, but you also get a skeleton.
You get a whole skeleton.
Holy shit.
So the day we dissected animal pellets in 7th grade, I think I was having some, like, I later found out that now we're getting into medical problems too. Please. So this is real overlap. I later found out that I have like a digestive disease, but like that day I was just like really having, you know, when like usually burps are gross, but sometimes burps are like
might as well smell like a shit.
It might like really bad, and it like fills the space, the noxious fumes. Like I was having those that day. So like as I was dissecting the owl pellets with Julia O'Rourke, who I'm sure you can imagine.
Where's she now? Irish.
I mean, probably
at the bar.
I think she's happy and cool.
Probably
honestly,
has
like
kids
I think she is
living her best life.
Yeah. But I was like, while we were dissecting these owl pellets, I was like, oh, this can be my cover. So I was just like letting these because I couldn't hold them in, but like, owl pellets don't smell at all. That's another reason why they dissect them. They don't smell at all.
It's poop, but it's like that's why they call them pellets.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't smell at all. But she thought that the smell of my burps was the smell of the owl pellets. So like the whole time she was just like, these owl pellets smell disgusting. These smell like shit. And I was like really hoping she wouldn't like pick up on it. And then later after school we were at Science Olympiad and I like kind of burped silently and she was like, it smells like owl pellets.
That's really funny. That's really good.
So Julia, if you're out there, I'm so sorry.
And what was the digestive issue?
Well, I have celiac disease now, so I don't know. I mean, it could have just been about. We all have burps like that sometimes,
true. That's true.
Part of somebody in the chat did Science Olympiad. I'm a national medal winner.
So did I.
You
really?
did? Wow.
What the fuck is Science
What are
Olympiad?
the odds, y'all?
What is
all
that?
Of us,
Amazing.
You explain what Science Olympiad is.
Science Olympiad is it's like fun homework. You would compete in math and science challenges. You would build trebuchets. You would do navigation, orienteering was part of it. But you got to do weekend competitions and things. And if you're amazing as your guest, you go to nationals.
Yes.
Yeah, I was basically doing cool stuff like playing Flash games on the computer featuring Dragon Ball Z characters. But yeah, go off. I'm sure that was fun too. Okay, Wizworld, it was great to hear from you. We got another call, so we're going to keep moving, but take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a good show.
Your Star Trek opinions are good.
Yeah, your Star Trek opinions are great. I truly can't agree more. All right, hit it. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Cricket.
Hi.
Hi, Cricket. Hi, Luke. Dr. Swamp here.
Dr. Swamp, how are you?
I'm doing well. I've got a top 5 personalized for you and an animal.
Wow. Okay.
Amazing. You did your fun homework. This is kind of like Science Olympiad.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the top 5?
The animal I would like to be, I've thought of this since I was a kid, is a puffin, because they can swim and fly. I always wanted to do both, so why not just be a puffin?
Okay. I think that's an incredible choice. They also have some of the cutest feet in the animal kingdom.
They really do. They got good ass feet.
Yeah.
People go crazy for those feet. I'm surprised they don't hunt them for the feet. Huh?
I said little cuties, and they like seafood. I like seafood.
There we go.
So there you go.
That's a great choice. These are 2 great choices.
All right, so my personalized top 5 for you, Luke, is top 5 words to replace swear words when you're on the best show.
Oh, top 5 words to replace swear words when you're on the best show. Right. So I've been on best show twice, and with Sarah, and I've forgotten both times. You're not really supposed to curse, and so I've said fuck both times on it, which you're not supposed to do.
You're not supposed to?
No, I think. Well, Okay, well, sorry. All right, well, we'll do this. Top 5 swear words to replace with not real swear words. I like a frick.
Oh, shoot.
Shoot.
My college roommate.
So number 5 and number 5?
Yes.
Yeah. My college roommate.
I'm going to go number 5 for me. Sorry.
No, it's a delay. I want to hear your 5. I didn't know how it worked. I'm so sorry.
No, there's a delay. It's all good.
I'm learning. We're in a new studio. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, it's all new.
Gotcha, sorry. My number 5 is holy buckets.
Holy buckets.
Holy buckets.
Nice. What were you going to say, though?
I was going to say my number 4, but we're going in order, so I'm sorry.
My number 4 is going to be rats.
That's a good one.
I like rats a lot. Oh, rats.
My college roommate didn't like taking the Lord's name in vain, so she would say gall all the time, and I say that now, like, gall.
Like the French settlers that came over into Britain?
Yeah, like the first sentence you learn when you like study Latin in high school. Do you know?
Okay, Cricket. God damn. Sheesh.
It's nerd hour tonight. Sorry.
Yeah,
no,
no.
like
I
I
also.
think
Do you
it's.
study Latin?
Yeah, did you?
I did.
Yeah,
My dad.
yeah.
That was the one thing my dad made me do. He's like, you have to take Latin to learn the roots of words, and he was right. But I wish I had taken fucking Japanese because that was offered at my school.
I wish I'd taken fucking Spanish.
yeah. Right.
And then I grew up to become a German major. Like I'm really good at picking languages that don't
matter.
help.
Don't matter. All right, number 4, Dr. Swamp, hit it.
Number 4, rest in peace, Chris Farley.
Schnikes. That's a good one.
I thought your swear was rest in peace, Chris Farley, and I was like, cool.
Rest in peace. Shout out to a real one. Mine is kissing the sky and thinking about all the great comedians that came before me. That's my number 3.
That's a really good one.
Yeah. No, but seriously. I don't ever say this, but I like when people go, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Like Irish people say that shit.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not because you're just saying all of them. I think that's the idea, right? Jesus is not a swear if you're talking about his whole family, dude. Just stick to the computer. Go ahead, Cricket.
Well, I'm going to tell another. I'm being anecdotal
Please,
today.
we love it.
My mom doesn't really swear very much. She's pretty mild. But she'll get mad. And she called me up once and she was like, sometimes pedestrians just drive me crazy. They just wander into the road and they're not paying attention. And I think I want a swear word to call them when they're doing that. And I've come up with Teletubbies, which is a cross between pedestrians and Teletubbies. And Teletubbies. That was the sort of like. And she was like, I feel bad when
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
Teletubbies does not sound like something you should call someone.
I know. I guess
like there's something about Teletubby where I'm like, is that like imply? Like I don't like I would not call someone a Teletubby.
Right.
Because it sounds like pedophile.
I guess what it is. Pedophile. That is what it is.
Yeah. Pedophile Teletubby.
Yeah.
Pedophile Teletubby. That could be a sick rap lyric. All right, Dr. Swam, hit it. Certified Teletubby.
Number 3, a classic. It just hits so hard. Crap.
Well. Don't you think crap's kind of a swear?
Crap. Can you say it on?
I couldn't say crap.
What is this, a church stream?
Well, you're coming in with the church questions. I do not think crap is. I think crap is not an okay word. And you know what I'm going to say is not an okay word? Shut up. I don't think you should ever tell someone to shut up. I'd rather someone tell me to fuck myself than to shut up.
Yeah, shut up's bad. Shut up's a no-no.
No, you can't deny someone the right to speak. I really believe that.
I tattled on my babysitter for telling the dog to shut up. I told my parents, which now I'm like, no, I wouldn't snitch now, but I had to overcome that. I was raised a snitch.
You were raised a snitch?
Yeah. I had to overcome that.
Who taught you to be a snitch?
I like probably my very law-abiding mom. You know, it's like tell if something. Yeah, Teletubbies. Don't let the what is it called? Don't let the babysitter be a Teletubby.
Don't be the babysitter. Oh God, I hope my babysitter. And that you could be like oh my God, last summer my babysitter was a Teletubby. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
All right. Number 2, Swamp. Number 2.
Yeah, number 2.
Hit it.
Number 2 for me is good gravy.
I like good gravy.
Good gravy's good.
Again, not something I've ever said, but I like it. Oh, Henry, like the candy bar.
Oh, that is a good
Henry.
one.
Is that one?
Fiddlesticks.
Fiddlesticks is good. Fiddlesticks is good.
I don't think I said this already, but just dang.
Dang.
Did you say that?
Mm-mm.
Dang.
Dang is good.
Dang.
Dang it. Perfect. It's so good.
Yeah.
Dang. Number 1, Dr. Swamp, hit it.
Number 1, shout out to my daughter Violet, booger beans.
Booger beans.
Ooh, Violet.
Booger
Away
beans.
with words.
She goes, booger beans.
You know what came into my head?
What's that?
My number 1 is Muggle.
Oh my God. I don't think you can say that during Pride Month.
It felt bad to say that. I gotta be honest. Like technically on paper, you could say that.
No,
It's a made-up word from an awful woman. Like you can fully say it.
Yeah,
but it really, I felt you could kind of feel the air go out of the room a little bit. Like, ooh, don't say that.
Don't
say that. So instead, my answer is.
Don't be a muggle.
Okay, well, you definitely can't say it if I can't.
We can say it because we are magic users, and we
We are magic?
We can take it back.
We can take it back. Right. I just don't like, you don't want to be called that.
I would never.
And Charlie's in the chat saying, wow, Luke, Charlie's British, where they invented the term, so she knows better than anyone. Okay. I don't know what my number one is. I got lost on that. Cricket, take it away.
For crying out loud.
For crying out loud. All right. Well, that was wonderful. Dr. Swamp, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cricket. Night, Luke.
Bye.
Why does me saying Muggle feel worse than anything I've ever said on this stream before?
I think it's very laden right now. I
guess so.
I think it's like that is actually cutting insult because it's like saying that somebody is like not included and isn't cool.
Nope, not magic. Doesn't basically get to go on 9 3/4. Also, it's like you're not even the cool person in the awful ladies world.
Right.
It's like
Can you
you're
imagine?
so even she like. So maybe actually it's a good.
So
thing.
maybe it's a compliment.
Happy Pride.
Something worse to say?
What?
Dude. I saw a really funny TikTok that was like asking people what the like the most common tattoo for millennials is, and they said it was Deathly Hollow's like Death Eater tattoo, and then it's cover up of Death Eater tattoo.
It was the most popular.
Yeah. It's like the triangle and then putting something else in the triangle, and I thought it was extremely funny.
That's so great.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
No, totally.
Well, I want to talk about what animal I am now.
I would love.
And I've always known this. It's my favorite animal, but I really do think I am. I am a sea otter.
Oh yeah, I see it.
I really think I am.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're a creature that is always chilling. You know what I mean? But can use tools. They use tools.
Yeah, I know.
Like me. I'm always chilling, but I'm using tools.
I know you have that skill. Yeah.
I know. I mean,
Yeah.
look around. These are my tools, but I'm also always chilling. Not sure they're loud enough. Go fuck yourself, Total Geek the First. Now, I have really been taking, I don't know why, because I know I'm a very loud person, Cricket, but the last few days, a lot of people have been saying, Luke, you're the loudest person I've ever met. Some of the loudest people I've ever met have been telling me this. And I say, that's not true.
The loudest person. Where are these people hanging out? I feel like you're in the maybe the bottom of the top third of the loudest people I've ever met.
That's how I feel.
And that's a great place to be.
That's how I feel. But I think maybe it's because I was talking to streamers, and what we're thinking about is every performer we've ever known who is always screaming no matter what, nonstop.
Absolutely, without stop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Like even the people I think are quiet, like Robbie is someone who is very loud, I think.
Yes.
But is quiet, but is loud.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And he used to be a lot louder.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go.
Or louder more often. Am I loud? Sorry to bring it back to me, but
am
I loud?
In the same way that I am loud.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think we're both loud.
Yeah.
But I think we're both loud in a way where neither of us would ever be like that person is loud.
Right.
But everyone else is going, well, they're very loud.
Yeah.
Tanner, what do you think? Are we loud?
Well, the whole time you were talking about me just now, because I told you were loud earlier this week.
You were one of the You were one of the people, but I got it from a lot of people this week.
So I'm one of the loudest people you know?
No, it was Demi Lardner, fellow streamer, said I was one of the loudest. I was like, Demi, I think you are the loudest person I've ever met. So that was tough to hear.
I'm loud?
No. You're not quiet, but you're not loud. Is that hurting your feelings?
Well, I want to be really loud.
You want to be really loud.
Do you want to be loud?
I want to be loud as hell.
Well, you need to say that
You
louder.
need to stand the fuck up.
Loud!
You
Bro.
need
You did not.
you need to do some link otter vocal training.
Literally exactly what I was going to say. There was no diaphragm in that. And that is why you will never be loud if you don't get
and
the
you're a
proper
musician.
training. It's called talking from this part of your
You have to
diaphragm. It's very
hold
simple.
the
No, dude.
No.
That's
No.
little.
Tanner, are you a singer? I know
Drop
you're a
in.
musician.
So drop
Yeah.
in.
That was better.
Better, but it was still half in your throat.
That was better. I think you need to release some fear.
That one had a little bounce.
That had a little stank in it.
Yeah.
He really does need a little bit of vocal training, though.
Little
Seriously, they got voice training at your school.
This is as loud as I can yell.
Do they have voice training at your school? Take a voice lesson.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I did LISAC training.
Okay. Well, you need to take it
Go,
again then, because
yeah.
clearly it didn't
Get
stick.
it.
Clearly didn't stick. Tanner is like the Chick-fil-A guy streaming help in the parking lot. Who is that? Help.
See there? There's a trend on TikTok
to see if people will say help.
Well, yeah, but usually it's in an empty parking lot. It's just like, help! Help me!
So which animal would you be?
That's not good.
No, that doesn't
like, I'm
seem
not
good.
trying to be
No.
like, oh, I'm old. Like, I don't like the kids. That's you should not. Do not do that.
You shouldn't do it.
And I mean, look, I'm no prude. I'm down for whatever, but you shouldn't be yelling help.
No, you shouldn't yell help because there are certain things you
You
actually
do
need
need
to
help
reserve for.
It's literally the boy who cried
Yeah,
wolf,
it's
or
like
the
how we're
TikToker that cried help.
Creating antibiotic-resistant bacteria by like feeding so many antibiotics to animals,
Exactly.
and that's what we're doing with the word help
Exactly.
now, I guess, on TikTok.
Now, and that's going to bring me to my next point, cricket, which is the second thing I would like to be is a perfectly farm-to-table, grass-fed pig, live a great life, perfectly just fucking euthanized at exactly the right time, taken out of its, not misery, taken out at its peak.
Yeah.
Because they're killing you because you're at your peak. So you die, you don't know what's happening because they kill you ethically, and you die like at the best part of your life.
You think you can kill ethically?
No comment.
Okay.
No comment.
What would you like about being a pig?
I like the I like the danger.
The danger of
No,
being
no.
a pig.
That doesn't
That's
make
like
sense.
your like indie movie that you released.
I like the danger.
The danger of being a pig.
Damn.
Or like maybe it's a young adult novel.
The danger of being a pig, like Frindle. You know about Frindle?
No.
Crazy ass. Do you know about Frindle, Tanner? Frindle went. Frindle went, man. Don't put the delay on my voice. We got a call coming in. Take it. Frindle goes. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show.
I remember Frindle.
You remember Frindle?
Yeah, the book man, right?
Yeah. What happens in Frindle?
It's about a kid who decides to make up a new name for like 10, and he calls them Frindle.
Right, and it's like they do not like that. Welcome back,
that's like-
Paisley Fontaine.
The gist of it.
And it
I
gets
remember like the teacher in it got really mad about it.
yeah, because you can't call things other things. It's all about creativity and how school tries to stop you from being creative.
I see. It's a chapter.
And I read
book?
that in school.
Like versus picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a chapter book. It's a chapter book. I get why you thought it was a picture book based on like it sounds like almost like Harold and the Purple Crayon.
Yeah,
but no,
yeah.
it was a chapter book. It's for kids.
Okay.
But the only pictures on the front of it, and the rest is words.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, we've talked
read
about
that in,
books
like,
now.
grade 2.
We talked about books now. You read it in grade 2, brother. We're in
And-
we're
and
not
that
in
is what I
Canada,
wanted to
Jake. I
call
don't know
it
what the fuck grade 2 is. Give me the. What are you, a sophomore?
Sorry, man. I was a sophomore. Yeah,
High school.
I was a sophomore. Yeah.
Backwards place up there,
I was
Canada.
Yeah,
second grade.
absolutely.
I wanted to call in about books, actually. This is Jake.
Please,
I wanted
yes,
to call in
Jake.
about, hello, also.
Hello.
I wanted to call in about books. I did also eventually want to get to, my animal choice. But I did want to talk about maybe what we're reading lately.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Cricket, I'd love to know.
Shall I say it now? Right now, I'm reading a book called The Melancholy of Resistance by an author whose name I can't pronounce because I'm a very fast reader, but I kind of I don't actually read the letters.
I'm the same. I get it, but I'm not gonna tell you a single character's name. I
Yeah.
can tell you what happened. I do not know what anyone is telling anyone else their names.
Yeah, it's the book that the film the Wreck. This is another word that I don't know how it's pronounced. The Wreckmeister Harmonies or the Wreckmeister Harmonies, which is like a movie.
You're getting people.
There we
know
go.
that.
There we go.
The Vim Vendors?
No, I can't remember any words right now. This is what happens to me at every Q&A when everyone's like, "What movies are you watching?" And I'm
You're
like, "Don't talk to me." I'm like,
I also for that I go blank immediately. I
Yeah.
can't remember. Yeah. Is it good?
Okay, so Total Geek the First knows what I'm. That is the book that I'm reading. Is that book?
It's good.
and it's really good. It's actually
a
about a
novel?
whale. It's a novel.
Or
It's
novella?
it's a novel, and it's like every sentence is extremely long and very beautiful, and it's about a circus bringing the carcass of a dead whale to this town in Hungary.
Why?
And why? As a spectacle, as like a come and pay to see this whale like inland where nobody has seen a whale before.
That honestly sounds really sick.
It's really sick. And it all takes place in real linear time. Like there's no breaks in it. And I've been reading it for a really long time. Usually I'm a fast reader, but it's really slow. So I'm like halfway through. That's what I'm reading.
That sounds great. Tanner, stop chatting.
For the rise of fascism, is that true?
I'm sorry?
It's a metaphor for the rise of fascism, Jakey says in the chat.
Yeah.
It's a metaphor for the rise of fascism.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That sounds really cool.
It is. It's really beautiful. I'm reading it partially because I love it and partially to impress a girl, which I think is a really good reason to read a book.
There's no better reason to read a book than to impress someone you're trying to have sex with or keep having sex with.
Yeah.
I really believe that. Yeah, I love that book.
See, now we're linking 2 of the topics on my list.
Sex and books.
Yeah.
You really hit all the major sort of like categories of life. Sex, books, digestive problems, honestly, huge, and animals. Well, now I'll say what I'm reading, which is I am a big reader. I want to be clear. But I have just been reading the One Piece manga for the last 6 months. And what I did is I finished it and then I started reading it again, and I'm 2/3 of the way through it again.
Whoa. And is that a chapter book or
It's I guess technically under that, unfortunately it is a picture book, but I'm going to go ahead and use the beautiful world we came out in the 1990s to make men like me seem smarter to their girlfriends. It is a graphic novel.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Exactly right. I really am a big One Piece fan, but Tanner, cool it. All right. It's really good. I love it. I find it very comforting. I read it before bed, but besides that, I am reading a book called Ancillary Justice that Mason recommended me. That I really like.
Mason also recommended that to me, and I've read it. Yeah.
I'm like a little bit through, and then I start reading One Piece, but it's cool.
Yeah,
Mason
cool.
is a very good, always has really good fantasy sci-fi recommendations.
I know, yeah, totally.
Yeah. Did you read Shadow and Claw? The fucking, what are those books called? It's like my favorite sci-fi series either, but I can't remember. All right, Jakey, what are you reading?
I'm a nonfiction guy.
Okay.
So
Gene
I've been
Wolfe.
reading a lot of nonfiction. I was just reading through some of George Orwell's books. Not like the big ones that everyone knows, but the ones he did before he like got big. Sorry, this was boring.
No, please.
I'm like, so not like Homage to Catalonia, like before, because that's a beautiful book.
I need to read Homage to Catalonia.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to reading that. Yeah, I was reading Down and Out in Paris in London and The Road to Wigan, which I think are 2 fascinating books, which are like autobiographical books. They are books like about like real life, and Road to Wigan Pier is just about how like life was in industrial towns in northern England in like 1934. And I think it's really fascinating to look at like how poverty was like back then. and it's really fascinating, and it was really enlightening. And he's also just like a really great writer. I don't know if this is something that anyone's ever heard about, this guy George Orwell. He's sort of a good writer. And so I've been enjoying reading his writing.
Cool.
I call him George Nerdwell. Shut the fuck up. Not you, Jake, but him. I've only read 1984.
Okay.
I've never read anything else. I don't. So I actually
honestly,
don't want to talk about this.
Wait, have you
Just
not
kidding.
read
I
Animal
think
Farm?
that one's
Oh yeah, I have read Animal Farm. What about War of the Worlds?
1984 is kind of a
H.G.
boring
Wells.
book, I think, to be honest.
1984. Yeah, and I like Animal Farm. I think Animal Farm is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Animal Farm
I
is
agree
good.
with that.
Animal Farm's really
It's also
scary.
like 100 pages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect length.
Which is what you want in a book.
I think a book, much like a movie, should either be 100 pages or 400 pages.
Oh, yeah,
and just
totally.
like either get it out or let me keep going.
And you should have to apply to me to determine which one you can do.
Yes, and you should, yeah. Are those chairs comfortable? I was thinking about getting one for my living room. Shoegaze, yes, but I would not watch TV in these chairs. Like, these are good chairs for what we're doing.
Yeah, like if you wanted to have like a nice aperitif with a friend.
Yes. Yeah.
It's good because it keeps you upright, and so I think it allows you to speak from the diaphragm, which as we know is really important.
Right. Very important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty
So
comfortable.
Shoegaze, if it's
Yeah.
for guests, if it's like, I think as a guest, I would be very comfortable in this chair. If I said I come into someone's house, they say, please take a seat, let's catch up. Maybe you're coming from a long day of travel. Perfect place to sit down. Yes, that's right. Okay, Jake, what animal would you be?
You know, I was thinking about this a lot, and this is an animal that I feel like I identify with. It's an animal that, like, for whatever reason, I've gravitated towards. It's the bison.
The bison?
I would love the idea of being like a buffalo, and, like, being on the plains, like, just spending all your days, like, running around, like, grazing and stuff like that. There's something about that like I find really appealing.
Mm-hmm.
I think partially because I'm a big fan of, like, westerns, and so the whole vibe of, like, the prairies and stuff is something that I think is interesting.
You know
Sure.
what they usually
also,
do to
I think,
bison
like,
in westerns,
Make
right?
him run off the fucking cliff.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's basically illegal to hunt them now. So, like, now would be probably a good time to be a bison.
That actually,
But,
you're
like,
probably the
true.
best time to be a bison in
Yeah.
history is to be a bison in Yellowstone Park. I mean, you're living the fucking good life.
What is the difference
Yeah, you get to meet Kevin Costner.
between a bison and a buffalo?
No idea. Jake?
They're the same thing.
They're the same thing. Did you know that Neil Young owns a lot of buffalo, and a lot
Really?
of the buffalo in Dances with Wolves were loaned to the production or maybe rented by Neil Young?
Wow. That's a fun
That's actually really
Hollywood
cool.
fact.
And they dress them up like wolves.
I wonder if that movie holds up.
You wonder if that movie holds up? Probably not.
Get on the mic if you're going to try stuff
Probably,
like that.
well, I mean, how bad could it be? You know what I mean?
Pretty bad,
What?
probably. Dances with Wolves. I mean, I don't know. I haven't
Okay, I mean, yeah. No, that's fair enough.
I just don't want to. I don't want to endorse it because I haven't seen it in a long time.
Oh, wait a minute. Jake, you're getting basically schooled. The most obvious is the large hump on the back of the bison. Buffalo do not have a hump. Bison have a massive head, but buffalo have a head that is smaller and more cow-like. Buffalo live in general warmer climates than bison. So, Jake,
Whoa.
respond. Hang up on his ass. He's done. He's done. He lost the right
Don't
to
come
speak.
to the animal
Yeah, if
episode
you-
with wrong animal
If you ain't got your
facts.
listen, you see me, I'm not mixing up a sea otter and a Eurasian three-toed otter and a fucking river otter. I know that there's only one of them that uses tools and lays on their back and doesn't have a layer of fat. Instead, they have a layer of fur that they constantly groom. And that's what keeps them warm.
And that's why you're gonna be a sea otter. You don't
And
want to be
that's why I'm going to be a
others.
sea otter. And
Yeah.
that's why I'm a sea otter. Yeah, someone did mention... Wait, did someone...
Someone
Jake-
did mention that John
I think
Williams
that Jake deleted
rules.
Better Off Ted's message, which is very funny. Oh, that's very funny. Gene Wolfe was the book of the new sun is so incredible.
Cool.
A really awesome sci-fi, also fantasy series. Maybe my favorite of all time. Let's go. Let's take one more call and then do this segment.
Total Geek, the first books that are good.
Okay. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show. What's your name? What are you calling about?
Hey, I'm Total Geek the First in the chat.
Welcome.
Which is not my real name, of course, but you know. But you guys started talking about books, and so I wanted to talk about books. I also really love the Book of the New Sun.
Yeah.
I read another Gene Wolfe series pretty recently, The Wizard Knight. That was pretty good too. But Book of the New Sun is just so cool that I've always remembered that there's a line in Claude the Conciliator that's something like, just as there are necromancers among the living, so too are there vivimancers amongst the dead. And that was
Yeah.
Whoa.
the most
Speak on
fascinating
that.
thing that I had to think about for a long time.
I really like
Damn.
that shit. It's really, dude, those books are so awesome. I mean, a really big part I love about them is they're told from the perspective of a guy that you know is lying to you, but you can't figure out what he's lying about. And it's about Severian, who is a torturer's apprentice, and that's how you get into it. It's so fucking sick. I really want to reread those books because they're like pretty dense, but that is a awesome.
Yeah, he's a traveling sort of guild journeyman for St. Catherine's Seekers After Truth, which is what they call the Torturers Guild.
Yeah.
And it's
Where they
so
like basically,
cool.
they like hire him. It's like they're in a world where it's like, well, someone's got to do the torturing, so we gotta regulate these guys. You know what I mean?
But yeah, I mean, it kind of brings us back to the question of, can you kill ethically? Can you kill a pig ethically? You know,
You can't,
legal...
but you can torture ethically.
You got it.
That's what I believe.
Well,
got
especially
it.
if somebody pays you for it. That's what makes it okay.
That's what the
Because it's
2000s
fair crime.
wars of America against foreign nations taught me. There is a way to torture ethically.
Yes.
Yep.
Go off.
Yep. Yeah, those books are fucking sick. Total Geek the First, what kind of animal would you be?
I would like to be like an elephant because I think they are very majestic and intelligent and super cool. I don't know. That seems kind of aspirational more than.
But that's okay. Well, it's nice to pick an animal that is like what you want to be, you know? Like, I don't necessarily want to be a sea otter, but I am a sea otter. Like, it's not great to be an animal that the main thing you know about them is they're lying down all the time. Like, that's not exactly.
Well, they hold hands, so.
They do hold hands. They're very loving. Cool. Yes. Yeah. I think an elephant's crazy. Is crazy. I think it's great. And they got those awesome tusks that you can make into beautiful pianos.
They're pretty cool. I think the only thing that would be bad is that because they eat such nutrient-poor food, they basically like have to be eating all the time and don't get to relax very much, which would be the cool thing about a different animal. Like if you were a house pet and got fed all the time, you just wouldn't have to do anything, and that would be cool too.
Yeah, but this really gets to sort of like philosophical questions. Is like, at what point is eliminating labor or tasks like actually getting in our own way? Like a house pet, I feel like they can be so anxious because they don't have stuff to do.
I'll tell you what, my cat, so anxious, so like on edge. We let him out in the backyard now. It's closed off. He spends all day outside. He hunts bugs. He literally is good. He doesn't want to leave. It's not like he's like, I need to get out of here. He's just like, I want to be running around and like lying in the sun and like getting vitamin D and chilling. Yeah. And he's way happier.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So maybe eating all day as an elephant is sick.
Yeah.
Because
You're
it's like you have something
clock
to do.
into the old eating factory.
Yeah,
you know
that sounds
I mean?
awesome.
Yeah.
You're convincing me.
Yeah.
That's true.
I like it.
There was also, so I read a book a couple years ago, The Tree Where Man Was Born, where one of the characters, it's a nonfiction book, but one of the figures in the story is tracking populations of African elephants, and apparently the best way to figure out which elephant is which is based on like damage to the edge of their ears. And the best way to see their ears really clearly is to startle them so that they flare out the ears at the side of their head to like appear larger just before they charge. And so he's this British guy living in what becomes like Kenya, Uganda, but I think it's before decolonization there, and tells the story about how many jeeps that they've gone through from elephants that have destroyed them. So that might be a fun part of being an elephant too.
Get a charge.
Yeah, just destroy jeeps.
Yeah.
Well, just to be like so powerful that you can like destroy a car without even like really being aware of just how like destructive you can be. Right?
I would
be sort of like somebody who goes to the gym all the time and like doesn't think about being really strong.
Okay.
Oh, I would love to destroy a car. Like I would love
rip
to
it apart.
Rip it apart.
Yeah. You'd love to rip it. That's why I want to go to one of those anger rooms. I literally always want to do that. And the thing where they give you the bat and you just get to break fucking plates. I really think I would go crazy in there.
Have you ever broken plates on purpose? Like I've done that.
No.
Like to be like, I'm really angry. Let's go smash like a bowl or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Feels good.
All right. Well, Total Geek the First, thank you for calling in. We're going to move into the segment, and I think you'd make a great elephant.
Cool. Thank you.
Take care. Thank you, Helios. I appreciate that. Being on Leslie's show was extremely fun. Okay, so this is Tanner's segment. Tanner made this for us, and this, I think next time you need to put by Tanner York, so we know that, so it's a real school project style.
Okay. I think I've been doing that, but I didn't do it this time.
Okay. All right, so the name of this Okay, and we're back. We're back, correct? Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, you can explain it again, Tanner. Yeah.
Okay, so today's episode is about today's episode is about animals, and today's game is going to be about, I'm going to show you guys two animals, and you're going to decide whether or not they're in love, and then I'll reveal to you if they are or if they aren't.
And then what did you ask? Because I want
to. Oh, right. Gosh, they really missed some good stuff.
Yeah.
And then I said romantic love, and then Tanner said,
"Wait, isn't that the only kind of love?"
You're making it as if that you're joking, but that is what you said seriously. And then he said that a father can't love a son; he can only be in like with a son.
Yeah, I think some of the deepest loves of my life have been friendship loves.
Oh.
So likes.
No.
I'm going to London next week because I love my friends so much.
You can like someone.
All right. Are these animals in love?
This is so broccoli, Lieutenant Broccoli of you, Tanner.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name?
Barclay.
Barclay, yeah. But that's his nickname.
Yeah, making fun of him. Pig and puppy. Because a piggy?
No.
Just a pig and puppy. Okay, so specifically this pig and this puppy, or just in general?
Oh, in general. Yeah. Pig and puppy. Wait, okay, I have another question. Is it like they're in love with each other, or both the pig and the puppy are in love separately?
They're in love with each other.
Okay.
So it's
I don't know why I would just put up two animals at the same time.
I like Momor said this is a forbidden love, which I do really like. I'm going to say no because I think the pig would eat the puppy if given the chance.
I'm going to say no because this pig is fucking freaking me out. I really don't like this pig. And you know why? It's because it has human hands and it has crazy eyes.
Literally. And pigs have hooves.
Yeah, pigs have hooves.
But they're still doing the animation thing, which is drawing 4 fingers is actually a lot easier than drawing 5.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
They are in love.
They're actually in love.
Okay.
Oh, I was wrong.
I guess we're wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. No, absolutely not.
No.
100% they
can.
This is
not.
predator
No.
and prey, even more clearly than the pig and the puppy. This is a predator and prey relationship. Maybe that hummingbird and the frog can be friends, but in general, a raven is eating a bullfrog.
Yeah,
100%. The owl is eating the bullfrog, and you're dissecting that shit out of its damn pellet.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's stinky pellet.
So what's actually funny is after looking into it, we actually don't know.
Right.
We don't know. There's no footage.
We don't know. I guess we don't.
We just can't know.
We don't. There's no footage of them either hugging or hurting.
Yeah, we haven't gotten any of that.
So we don't know.
Looked everywhere, we don't
You could not find a picture of a bird and a frog together.
Well, I didn't search for that, but
What were you searching then?
just a bird.
Okay, gotcha. You couldn't know. Okay, all right, got it. Lion and mouse. Yes.
Yes.
100%.
Absolutely.
100%. I mean, this.
Oh,
man,
no.
come on, man.
That mouse was full of blood.
And
that was a blood-filled
mouse.
That
was a blood-filled mouse. That mouse was mostly
That mouse
blood.
was a blood balloon.
That was almost all blood.
Well, yeah.
100% blood mouse.
No bones, all blood.
No bones.
Mouse.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. No.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Oh, but this is because I love a toxic relationship.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
think it's sort of a like you're either gonna fuck or fight kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think it's like they need each other. Like, you know how in Lego Batman there's that like really beautiful speech? What?
Look, Cricket, you're talking to someone that loves baby movies. I have not seen Lego Batman.
Lego Batman is one of my favorite Batman movies. Like on my ranking list of Batmans, Lego Batman's high. And it's
okay, but something I know about you is that your ranking of Batman movies is fucking crazy.
What?
You hate all the Christopher Nolan ones, right?
The Dark Knight is good.
Okay, give us your top 5 right now.
I have to look it up because
please.
Because
I know it's fucked up because I've heard you talk about this. I've seen you talk about it online, and I've been like, I'm not gonna say shit, but Cricket got some crazy ass Batman opinions.
Yes. I hate that movie.
Which is crazy because it's good.
This is the ranking.
Yeah.
1, Batman Returns.
That's the one. The second. That's the Jim Carrey, but it's also.
No, that's the one with Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman and Danny DeVito and Christopher Walken.
Got it.
That's Batman Forever, which is number 2.
Okay.
Lego Batman is number 3.
Insane.
But you haven't seen it, so don't fucking come at me with it's insane.
I'm not going full film, bro, but there is no way that I'm going to see Lego Batman. I was like, well, that was better than The Dark Knight.
Well, that's number 4, so it's not like that much. You might.
You think so?
You might. I have to say... Okay. Yeah, let's watch it.
Yeah,
let's
watch
live
it.
stream.
Yeah, let's stop doing this. Let's watch Lego Batman before we get an ad. Okay. I do want to see Lego Batman.
Lego Batman's good.
Okay.
There's a beautiful speech in it about how the Joker and the Batman need each other, and one can't exist without the other, and that like the Batman is created. Like if there were no Joker, Batman couldn't be Batman.
Right.
This is Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote.
Okay. I agree.
Well, you didn't at first. So your final answer, you agree?
I Cricket has won me over with telling me this. I guess it must have been like the probably second to third act. Was it the heartbreaking finale moment, or when do they do this in Lego Batman? It's okay.
Yeah, it's in the third act. I think.
It's like they're having their whole tete-a-tete. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, you've won me over. Yeah. Yeah!
I knew it. I bet you could have found some better pictures of this.
Yeah, I'd like to see some. I'd like to see the Johnson.
I know
and
it's a family show.
Yep, you know it is. Well, here's my controversial Batman opinion is I like The Dark Knight Rises. I don't like that it's a completely pro-cop movie. That's bad, but I like Bane. I think Tom Hardy rocks it as Bane. I think all the stuff where he's like in the like weird prison is fun and weird. Yeah. And I like it. I don't think it's terrible. Sorry. Fucking sick when that football field goes into earthquake.
That movie is so bad, y'all. That is one of the worst movies that's ever.
You don't like Bane?
Bane? I mean, look, like fascism is organized.
I'm going to kill the Batman.
Well, actually, I'm famous for my Bane impression.
Please. Okay. Famous to who? Or sorry, go.
No one paid attention to me before I put on the mask.
This is really, that was good.
It's pretty good. No one, that's how you know it's Bane.
No one put on the mask. There's a funny episode of South Park where they're all doing Bane impressions. I just want to say that.
Oh, I should see if I could get on that episode.
Maybe at least they're gonna redo it soon because it's almost the 20th anniversary. That's really good. Okay.
Thank
you love doing a Bane impression, but you hate The Dark Knight Rises?
Yes.
It was tough rewatching that movie and realizing that the third act is basically them going, yep, Batman, he's kind of like the ultimate police officer. Yes. And you're like, oh, man.
And it looks like shit. Like, Christopher Nolan's not, like,
yes.
It looks so bad. It doesn't make sense. All the women are horrible.
And you could also make the argument The Dark Knight is just a Michael Mann movie that is, like, elevated by the fact you've got a really good actor doing a great performance. And, like, that's kind of... Mm-hmm. And his name is Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Actually crushing it. Oh, well, I know they're friends, dog. Those are two great pictures. Those are two of my favorite pictures of these animals in the world. Well, did you take the right one? You took both of them?
You did.
Wow. I mean, they're 100% friends. I know that they're friends. I know that.
Do they love each other?
Yes. Well... But it's like, well, I guess to you, I'm not sure because you don't really believe. I believe they have like a sibling-like love. I don't think they want to have sex.
No, I don't think they want to have sex.
I don't think they want to. I don't think they're boyfriend-girlfriend, but I think they're kind of like really close cousins that like are going to feel like, damn, sometimes I feel like my cousin's more like my brother and my brother's more like some guy in my house. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. But you don't have any siblings, so you actually don't know what that's like.
Well, but you're only saying that because you also don't have any siblings.
I don't have any siblings. I don't know what that's like.
This is when I imagine, well, okay, all right, wait. But I had a lot of animals growing up, and they were kind of like my siblings. This is how I felt, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And
so you're like, it's kind of like my brother's just some like dog in the house.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. No, I say no.
Well, they're actually in love.
They're really nice.
That's really cute.
They play all the time.
That's so cute.
They really have a nice time playing all the time.
That's so nice.
I love these animals.
It
makes me want to cry how much I like the animals I have. I love them.
Yeah.
The baby's got a little handkerchief on.
Did it change your life a lot to get a dog?
It just added just another great sort of type of thread in the beautiful tapestry that is my life.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I mean
beautiful.
That. I really do.
Yeah.
I love it. I
Wow.
love that dog. And it's great that the cat is doing so much better because of the dog, and vice versa. So even the other cat along, it's been just such a blessing for this home.
That's really beautiful. I'm really happy for you.
2 flies, you know they fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally that's like body heat. That's that raw sexual love because they don't got a lot of time on this world.
This is new relationship energy.
Yep. They're fucking till they're fucking.
They're nervous.
Yes.
Yeah, and they can see like 17,000 of each other in their own eyes. You know what I mean?
Holy shit,
like,
I'm gonna come. I mean, imagine it's like they're kind of like gooning. Like
They're
a fly is kind of
gooning.
constantly gooning, right, Tanner?
Right, Tanner.
Well, let's see.
Yup. All right. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Me
I
think
think
so.
so.
And he's like basically going fucking insane. Flies come crazy stuff.
Do flies have cum?
I don't know. What do they shoot into each other? Does
They
all animals have cum?
shoot eggs.
But
I think the girl fly shoots her eggs into the air, and then the guy fly sprays cum like a fire hose, and then the flies hatch midair before they hit the ground.
that's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about that, and I'm thinking I would really like
That
to
would be cool, right?
If you could put a microscope on that and watch that, that'd be the greatest show I've ever seen.
I did just make that up.
No, I know.
You knew?
I know that
Okay.
an animal can't go from egg to being alive in the course of in the air.
Okay, but if you think about
They can
how long it
fertilize.
takes to fall as compared to the lifespan of a fly, is that not similar to 9 months compared to our lifespan?
Wait.
Wait. Oh my God. You know what's a really beautiful thought though is the idea of a bug. I mean, there's got to be an animal that releases because they do this in the water.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, a lot of fish, it's like you just release and then they like ovulate and then they're kind of just the eggs like go places.
Yeah.
I wonder if like any like birds or like they do that in the ground, like the land animals do that at all. You know what I mean?
Like let their eggs roam free?
Or they
like
just like
spew
I mean,
them?
imagine that's like a caterpillar turns into a butterfly, spews fucking eggs, and then go through like dandelions through the sky, and then another caterpillar spews sperm. Like what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I wonder if that actually happens. I mean, minus the whole like if you had said, and then the eggs fall to the ground, and then they ovulate, I would have gone. That makes total sense.
Yeah. Shoot. Okay, I gotta work on that.
So next time you tell that lie,
Okay.
fix it a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that it, Tanner? Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. You think
wait, no, I don't.
isn't this the thing that made it so it was really hard for him to make the movie? I think he got kicked by a bull like 1 month into filming.
Well, what's your answer?
No.
No.
He hates these things because they always hurt him.
Yeah.
There we go. We were all on the same page.
Okay, so Steve-O and me.
I guess got to be the same answer.
My God,
huh?
look at Steve-O's face. Can we just talk about the there's so many hexagon or polygons. What do they make video games out of? And everyone's
polygons.
Like, there's so many polygons. There's so many polygons in Steve-O's face.
I can't tell.
That's gotta be the whole subject the next time I come on Chat.
Is Steve-O hot?
Is Steve-O hot?
Yes.
He's. I'm just like covering up different parts of his face. Because here's what I think about
Eyes
Steve-O.
beautiful. Great jawline.
It's like.
But I see what you mean.
Here's
You
what
put
I
it all
think.
together.
His mouth is really hot, and I'm a mouth man. His mouth is really hot, and the rest of his face is really hot. But something about the way the mouth interacts with the rest of his face makes him not
I know
hot.
what you mean. It's like you take all the individual parts. It's like in the pandemic when you saw someone on a mask, you're like, this is the most beautiful person I see, but then you didn't see their ugly ass mouth.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, rats.
No, it's weird. Some people are so hot in masks. I feel like I really don't. I don't look hot in a mask.
Really?
Yeah, but some people, you're like, wow, that person's so hot.
Yes.
They take off their mask. You're like, oh no.
Oh, no.
Some people, they take off the mask, and you're like, okay.
Okay. Yeah. That's your Bane impression?
That's your, but you didn't do, but
You
Tanner
also
just
didn't
did
use
a
the
really,
fucking diaphragm.
Yeah.
And talk about a character that needs the fucking diaphragm. You
Amen.
want nothing before you put on the mask. I mean, come on. All right.
Okay, what do we think, y'all?
No.
No.
Once again,
Yeah, cool. All
Wow.
right.
okay. The Jackass guys in general and animals in general.
Well, this is an interesting one because I would say on Wild Boys they're kind of more friends with him even though they hurt him, but there's like a air of camaraderie there.
Yeah, but I'm honestly freaked out because Tanner said the only love he knows about is romantic love. So I feel like I can't even give an opinion. Okay, Jackass guys can have platonic love.
Yeah, like do you think they're romantically in love with each other?
Well, that's a whole episode. Bam and Ryan.
Sheesh.
Yes, the Jackass guys in general and animals in general are in love.
Yes, they're all in love. In love! Yes. Yep.
Yes.
That's
okay,
great,
it's
Tanner.
that's a little bit of a like exploitative relationship then where
Right,
it's like I
'cause-
love you because you give something to me.
Like, I like that picture of Steve-O with the dogs, but, like, I don't think the bear, like, anytime you see a bear on its hind legs next to a human sitting there like a human, you're like, it screams, this is not good.
It's not good.
The bear does not want to be doing this.
Yeah.
It might as well have a little hat on with a string that's tightening around its neck.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Worst enemies.
They don't
kill each
live
other.
near each other.
A tiger
They've never met.
A tiger meets a camel and goes, his eyes, when and his eyes blink and then he sees meat. You know what I mean? The
Oh,
damn
yeah,
meat on
I
the
know
bone.
exactly what
Yeah,
you mean.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
Yeah.
They don't live each other, so again, we don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Completely two different.
I
that's a
know
totally
everything there
different
is
type
to
of
know about
tiger.
every animal.
Okay.
I said I know everything there is to know about every animal. I feel like a god right now. I knew tigers and camels don't
Lions
meet.
and tigers and camels. Oh my. You know?
Well, that's my presentation.
Okay. Well, thank you so much,
Thank you so
Tanner.
much, Tanner.
Round of applause for Tanner in the chat. He did great. Another incredible presentation from Tanner.
Is everyone mad at me because my bracelets are occasionally jangling, or does it provide sort of a like
cool.
oral measles?
I literally saw him. I said, those are cool bracelets.
Thank
you got
you.
a great outfit on tonight.
Thank you.
All
I do
around
want
it.
to address a controversy, which is I just learned that like everyone that you're not supposed to you're not supposed to show your ankles anymore. Like it's the fashion thing. Like these are called millennial socks because like the kids wear like crew socks. And now I'm really self-conscious about the fact that I would come on a hip show like this not wearing the cool socks. Like, look at Tanner. Look at Tanner's socks. You can't see ankles.
Damn.
This is what the kids are doing.
You ever
and-
wear?
Never short socks.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's considered.
Short socks in maybe 8 years.
Yeah. It's like bad. It's not cool.
But not the ankle ones either. You got to do like the thigh.
I don't do Heidi's. I don't do
Yeah.
Heidi socks. I don't do ankle socks. They have to be able to be like.
Yeah.
But then you kind of have the freedom to smash it down.
And when you see us, are you like, psh, idiots?
Well,
We
know
just
you
feel
guys are
old.
older, so I like don't.
See?
It doesn't, like matter as much. It feels different.
It really hurts though to hear that, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
I don't-
mean, you know. I mean, I gotta be honest. I'm never gonna show my ankles again on this stream.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. This is like,
No, because this is like in college where my friend Laura, one of my best friends in the world, told my friend that day, pulled me and my friend Charlie inside and said, "You guys cannot wear boxers. You have to wear boxer briefs."
that's a good friend.
100%.
That's a really good
Imagine
friend.
you're hooking up with a girl in college and you're wearing boxers.
I know people who ride for boxers. That's cringy.
What are your boxer briefs? You got it.
Yeah.
Straight up briefs? No, boxer briefs.
When
yeah.
I was in high school, like anyone who wasn't wearing boxers was like,
That was a change I think that really happened
Yeah.
because all boys school, all boxers, went to cool liberal arts school. It was like, you got to be putting boxer briefs on if you want the arty honeys to be looking.
that's some real Oberlin shit
That's some
right
real
there.
Oberlin
That's some
shit. That's why you
real
go to
Oberlin
Oberlin.
shit right
That's
there
why you go to
find that
Oberlin to
stuff
learn this
out.
shit. And I got to be honest, this ankles thing is really sticking.
I know. I'm so sorry.
It
got in there for me too.
I mean,
But I haven't gotten the socks yet. Like I just found
I
out.
have socks like this.
Not me.
Or do you think, Tanner, as the young person in the room, do you actually think that we should age gracefully and just enjoy the fact that we show ankle?
Enjoy it. Oh, well, you don't want to seem like you're trying to fit in.
I know. I did get some wide pants,
Yes,
and I
I
was like, when
do.
I wear these, I do feel like I'm like trying to do what the kids do.
Literally, I do want to fit in.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing about being fucking alive. You want to fucking fit in. What are you talking about?
I just stay in place and I wait for it to come back around to me again.
Well, I just switched. I finally made the switch, which feels very millennial coded. Is the skinny jean.
Yeah.
And now I've switched to just these chinos.
They're
and I'm
good.
like, I like them. I really like them,
Yeah.
and it feels like a nice middle ground of like, they're not skinny jeans, but I'm not doing the fucking.
Yeah. I'm wearing skinny jeans. I don't usually anymore, but it's.
But this is an outfit.
This is an outfit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a totally different thing. This is like everyday wear. This is like that's like, okay, you're doing a thing.
I'm going on a talk show to talk about what animal I would be, so I need to put on an outfit.
And I think this is the perfect segue because we still haven't even asked Cricket, what animal would you be?
Oh, a whale, I think. I would want to be a whale. I want to be so big. Mm-hmm. I want to be able to...
Not a snake. I
know.
Gotta be honest, I was 100% sure you were going to say snake.
I know that. It's a red herring.
Oh, cool.
Which is another cool animal, but not one I would want to be. I was thinking about the whale thing when we were talking about elephants, because when you're a whale, you don't even have to try to eat your mouth. You just move through the water and strain out everything you don't want. And just accept that the universe is going to nourish you. Like, that's a beautiful metaphor.
Yeah.
You don't have to try. But they are, and I am worried about what we're doing to the whales. And I will say, if I outlive whales as a species, like, it's going to be bad.
What are we doing to them?
What?
What are we doing to them?
We're just overfishing the oceans, and they're getting caught and stuff. And also, sonar is really bad for whales. Like, there's a lot of sound pollution in the ocean. It fucks them up. And, there's still a lot of whale fishing and stuff. Wait, were you the one who told me about the sushi restaurant in the Santa Monica airport? Somebody last week was like, a couple years ago, they got fined for secretly serving whale at the Santa Monica airport sushi bar. Anyway, people are still eating whales.
I want to try it once. I know that it's bad, but I really do. I want to see what it tastes like.
Well, there's a animal ethicist. This is like 20 years old animal ethicist shit, so I'm sure we've moved past this. But
that says if you kill the whale yourself, you're allowed to eat it.
No, that it's more ethical to eat a whale, Peter Singer. It's more ethical to eat a whale than to eat like a chicken or to kill like, a cow or whatever, because you're losing one life, but you're getting a lot more calories. But
sure,
you can't.
A whale nugget sounds pretty fucking disgusting, doesn't it?
Yes, and
chicken nugget is good. Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I'm sort of like, I try and limit my like pork and beef consumption. Like I do still eat it, but I do feel like I gotta be honest. Have you been to the animal sanctuary, or what's it called? Do you know what I'm talking about? There's this. You would love this. It's because it's like animals and shit. No, there's this cool place in outside of LA that's like basically a rescue for former animals that were going to be slaughtered or were like dairy cows and stuff. And it's just this big thing where it's like, it's basically them being like, hey, here's all these animals. Look at them. Aren't they nice? Please don't eat them.
Yeah.
And it's really, really nice. And it does make you go, I really don't want to eat these animals. But to be honest, when I got to the chickens, I said, well, these are little fucking raptors. And honestly, don't feel this way about any mammal. If push came to shove, if you just were like, can you kill this thing? I'd be like, yeah. I wouldn't like it, but I could.
But you could?
I could.
Yeah.
I could not kill a sheep. I could not kill a dog, cat. Oh my God. It makes me really, really like very, very sad to think about.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm bringing a chicken in the 4th of July.
I mean...
No, chickens aren't that.
Come on.
They're not that.
Hand of gun. I mean, is there anything you'd rather shoot than a chicken?
Wait, is there anything I'd
any
rather
living
shoot?
thing that you'd rather shoot instead of a chicken?
Cockroach.
But like said bugs, because bugs don't count, because bugs are like NPCs.
Wow, this is fucked up. Like listing who's first, who would go first. I guess. I might kill a rat before I killed a chicken.
No way.
I know they're smarter.
People like rats, or people like don't like rats. No problem. Think they're cute. I get that I shouldn't touch them, but
I had a rat living in my oven for a little bit, and it really freaked me out.
Really?
Yeah.
They're not liking that in the chat.
They don't like that.
Rats are nice. One
person said boo. Let's not call they're not liking that in the chat.
Well, I don't know. Phones are still open, yes. Oh, yeah, we got calls coming. Let's take some calls. Hello, caller. Hello?
Hello, this is At All Cost Money. Can you hear me?
Hey, how are you at All Cost Money? Hello?
I am existing. Yes, hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. What's up, my man?
Fantastic. So, I'm not sure if there are any stipulations to this game that you all are playing, but if there are not, the animal that I would like to be is a human born into a billionaire family.
A human born into a billionaire family. Hang up on this caller because they're not taking it seriously. I'm sorry. I hate to do it to you, but if you're going to call in with a joke answer, you're getting a joke hang up. I don't like that kind of stuff.
No,
I mean, I'm sorry. I have to be fair. Oh, I want to be. Yeah, you know what I want to be? I want to be. You know what animal I want to be? I want to be born as freaking Neil deGrasse Tyson. Well, that's not true.
You do?
No,
that's
I don't.
your first pick. Okay, but here's what I'll say too: is I don't.
Can I be honest? My first pick was Oprah, but then I was like, I don't want to do her like that. She's amazing.
Yeah.
To be real. Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's the greatest love of all. That's some like Wile E. Coyote,
I love
Roadrunner
Oprah.
love.
I think that as a kid, I watched Oprah's show and I was very sexually attracted to her.
Oprah's hot.
She's hot.
Oprah's
Sorry.
hot.
And Gail too, not so bad.
Gail's hot.
What's Oprah's like longtime boyfriend, male partner?
Stedman.
Stedman,
I think.
Stedman.
I think.
And I'm sorry it costs money. I'm really happy you called in, but like you gotta say little doggy kitty.
You do, and I feel like you're not allowed to say. It's like, what kind of animal would you be and why? So like you can say human even. Like if that caller had said just human, I would have been more okay with it, but you can't pick like if you're a panda, you don't get to pick which one. Like so you have to accept that when you choose this animal, you could be the like
That's
happiest or saddest.
That's it.
One
I
in
know
the
it
world.
wasn't a joke. It all costs money, but I'm telling you that it was not. You can't choose. You could say I want to be a human being. And I think that's really the answer. You know what? I don't love it. It's not exactly where my mind goes, I'd say, but I want to take in culture. I want to learn about Shakespeare. I want to learn about the grandiosity of the human experience.
I want to eat a whale nugget.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
You picked a circumstance.
Okay.
Well.
I mean, that's, I think, a little bit different because we're talking about... Tanner, shut the fuck up.
I mean, that's honestly, it's a different answer than like in a billionaire family. There's not that many billionaire families. I mean, there's more and more, but
shut up. It all costs money. Sorry, I didn't. It all costs money. To be honest, your call was also not coming in super clearly, so I did not hear that part. Tanner needs to shut up. All right, next call, please. I'm sorry, Tanner. I don't want to be mean to you tonight. It's just like Sunday scaries, I guess. Because I have to go to my big job tomorrow of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you're gonna have to see Tanner and face
again.
him.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, what up?
Hey, who do we have on the line?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
This is Jakey Chains in the chat.
Jakey Chains, how the fuck are you?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing great.
Great.
What kind of fucking animal would you be, Jakey Chains?
Can I know I'm like 30 minutes behind on this, but can I just say something about the book conversation from before?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's also one of the topics tonight.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so because I also read Melancholy Resistant.
Oh, cool.
And Laszlo Krasznahorkai's first book, Satin Tango, which came out before that, and they rule. And I was wondering if I can give unsolicited book recommendations.
Yes. And then, but actually now you can't because I would say that now it's been solicited.
Yup.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to recommend the author Thomas Bernhard, Bernhard. He has that same kind of like long, convoluted, windy sentence thing, but all of his narrators are really like cranky dudes who are very funny.
Cool.
And he rules.
Thomas Bernhard. Thank you.
I'm going to do that.
Cool.
Yes. And for the animal question, I'm going to say those Japanese snow monkeys.
Ooh, great choice. To get the ones that go in the hot springs?
Yeah. And they chill.
Yep. That's pimp. When you see an animal, I love an animal that understands that relaxing is cool.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them don't. But the monkeys are like, fuck yeah, it's cold out. We're going to go on the damn hot springs.
Yeah.
Love it.
I love that answer. A lot of people, I mean, it really makes you think nobody has picked a stressed out animal yet.
Mm-mm.
And there are stressed out animals.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, we all need to chill. We could be less stressed out.
Yep. We could be less stressed out.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Jakey, anything else you'd like to say?
Can I ask Frigga what Science Olympiad events you did?
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding.
That's too far. I mean, I did it a lot of years, so I've done a lot of them. But the one I won a national medal in was experimental design, where they give you a bunch of shit and you have to design an experiment using the objects that they give you, and then like run the experiment.
What was it?
I think we used like balloons things to propel things forward and then like measure the volume of the air or something, like velocity, something like that. Yeah. But I also loved Write It, Do It, where one person was in a room with like an object and they had to explain to another person how to build that same object.
That's cool.
They would like carry your written instructions. I did Egg Drop. I did the like Rube Goldberg machine one, but I wasn't that good at it.
I knew Egg Drop was where I realized I would never be a great scientist because I could not figure the fuck out of that thing. I did not have the brain for it. I didn't know you had a science brain.
I don't know that I have a science brain, but everyone in my family except my mom, like my dad's whole side of the family are all engineers. So I feel like it's like
osmosis.
I understand that world, but it's not my world.
Okay. And Jakey, which one? I assume you asked because you also did it. What was your best event? Is that okay?
Yeah, I did the boring ones. Like I couldn't build anything, so I did the ones that were essentially like you're voluntarily taking a test. So it was like I did one about like studying disease spread and one about bugs. It was fine. I mostly did it because all my friends were doing it, but I feel like I never hear anyone talk about it because, like, why would you unless you did it?
I want to share that for a reason I don't know. In 8th grade, me and my friend John Grandy won an award for making a PowerPoint about the Grammy nominees for Best Rock Album that year, and I don't know why. And we like went to another school and gave the presentation, and then I left with a trophy. But I have no other details than that. I don't know why that would deserve a trophy.
Yeah, what event
it was for music class. I don't know. The original thing was for music class. The year was it was U2. You know? So whatever year that was. 2006, maybe 2004. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Something.
And I don't know why. All right.
That's like when U2 faded into being Coldplay. Like, and then U2, like, they physically morphed into Coldplay, and now U2's gone, and we only have Coldplay.
Well, they just played the Sphere, so I don't know about that. All right, Jakey, thank you for calling in. Tanner's now just playing a video on the screen, so I'll let you off the air. Thank you so much. I do really like this. We play it again.
Yeah, play that again. And then we'll talk about how the movie that popped up after is Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to shout out Better Off Ted, who figured out that 9 months for a fly is 5 hours.
Yes, I did, and I liked how I was like, okay, they did the research. They really worked it out. So actually, your thing made no fucking sense, dude.
Yeah, that's how you caught me in the lie.
Yeah,
you were like, actually, 9 months for a fly is 5 hours.
Okay, so now Tanner's just playing videos. I do love this video.
Oh my god. I was not expecting that.
He had such a good time. He's like, I want to go faster.
Wait. Here's the crazy thing about this video is they have like stanchions, like red carpet stanchions, scrub forward to the reverse angle. Like,
keep going.
Like when we see down the hallway.
Okay, all right.
Okay, pause. There's red carpet stanchions in this person's house.
And it's not like, and here's what's the weirdest part. You're not like, oh, it's for an event, so they're off to the side. It's like they're definitely placed there on purpose because there's one and one.
Yeah. And like,
so are they like, they're telling you to like stay away from the paintings?
What is happening?
That's that's very strange.
I'm kind of like a detective.
Yep.
Kind of like a YouTube detective.
You should make a video essay about this.
I should make a video essay about this.
All right, let's bring up the chat again.
Okay.
Hey! Maybe they blocked the dog out of the room because he's low status. True.
I honestly wish there was a little more reaction in the chat to the fact that I spied those red carpet things.
I know. I honestly was really expecting when we got back, they'd be like, holy shit.
They'd be like, wow. So wow. That's somebody who won a national medal at the Science Olympiad.
And then they would have said, they would have looked at me and said, that's someone who won an award for, I think it was like a technology award. Like we did crush, listen.
Because you could do PowerPoint?
Yeah.
Hey.
I was really good at PowerPoint.
I mean, and look at you now. You do it professionally.
What's up, Raiders? Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. We're talking about what animal would you be and motherfucking why. So call in. Fuck yeah. Thank you, Spence the Bents. Welcome 6 months. You'd be a hawk taw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it a ton when I was watching movies in college that made me happy. The handrails look maybe covered in tinsel garland. Maybe it was a Christmas thing. Dana, play the video one more time for the viewers at home.
For those who just joined us, we discovered some red carpet stanchions in the background of a famous YouTube video of a dog, and we don't know why they're there.
So we'll play the video. You know what? It looks like it's Christmas time.
Yeah, okay. It's Christmas time at my house, and I don't have fucking red carpet stanchions there.
But they're red.
Okay.
Okay. I really like that kind of dog. There's something wrong with them, though, right?
Okay. What are they doing there?
Is it?
You can't block.
It seems like okay. Here's my guess. They're at a historic home, like where like Thomas Jefferson lived. And
they're at a historic with plastic. This is not real wood.
But look how nice. No, the wood,
floor. That's
I think
not
the wood
wood
looks
floor.
like mahogany.
No, that
is. And listen to the way the dog
click
steps on the wood.
That's plastic. That's the sound of dog nails on. You're talking to a literal YouTube detective right now.
All right,
I know the sound that dogs' nails make on fake wood.
Play
is this the
time.
White House?
This is the White. Yeah, maybe it's. Man, this is maybe Commander Biden before he bit people and leveled up. It's a great video because you can see he's okay. All right, let's take a call. Let's take a call and get rid of the video thing on the screen, please. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, welcome to the show.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, man, how are you? What kind of animal are you?
I'm definitely a black bear.
Okay.
Aww.
Without a question.
Why?
Black bear is my favorite animal. I recently encountered 3 of them in the wild. They touched my tent and everything. They came to my campsite. Admittedly, I left some food out. It's my mistake. I shouldn't have done that.
Right.
I wasn't trying to bait them or anything, but you know, I got the opportunity to be right next to them, and it changed my life. It really did. I know it sounds silly to be like, hey, an animal got close to me and changed my life, but they're so cool.
I feel that. I want to say 2 things. First of all, I had a similar experience with a sea otter in Monterey Bay where you can take kayaks out and they're chilling. But I will also say, caller, that a black bear this year had its first confirmed kill of a human.
Yeah. I have a couple.
I carry bear spray.
But you're not going to be able to let off bear. So I'm a camper. Yeah. And I also have a friend who is a ranger who heard somebody being mauled by a bear, heard like a kid being mauled by a bear while she was like leading a group of kids on a camping trip.
What do you mean? Well, thank you on board. Welcome watch. What do you mean?
Is this too intense a story?
No, I really. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like my friend who's a national park ranger was leading a group of kids on a camping trip in Yellowstone, and like while they were all like lying down to go to sleep, somebody in a nearby campsite had like food in their tent, and she and her group of people like heard the bear like attacking one of the kids in the other group. And so like she's real serious about bear safety, and now I'm real serious about bear safety. So like you shouldn't. But I am glad. Like I love black bears too, and I'm glad that you got a chance to get up close to them and that you're okay. But I don't want to give anybody.
I completely agree with you. I'm serious about bear safety as well. I take like putting my garbage away and like putting it in a car, having a bear bag and everything. I take that very serious.
Yeah.
This was a night I screwed up. You know, I made a mistake, and maybe I had too much to drink, perhaps. But it was still a great experience. You know, I don't know what I'm getting at here.
No, totally. I just want to know, did the kid die? I have to know.
I don't know if that kid
Did the kid die?
died. I don't know. I know it got mauled by a bear, and my friend heard it happening. So,
it's like grizzly, man.
Yeah. Have you seen those like parents
Horrible.
who covered their baby in honey and lifted it up to a bear, and then the bear killed the baby?
No, that's insane.
Yeah.
Listen,
this got dark. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, and caller, I want to be clear. I know, I believe that you take bear safety seriously, but I am happy that you got to have a nice experience with an animal you love.
Yeah.
And I
want to add that when these bears were at my campsite, all I did was have to shout at them, and they were very friendly. They were like, "All right, we're getting out of here. We're getting up. We're leaving." You know, we entered. Black bears are very chill. You know, they're not.
Yeah.
They're not too pushy.
No, they're not. They're not after you.
And that's why I like them. You know, they're like giant dogs. I feel like that's my animal. I want to be a big dog that can climb trees. That's my animal.
I like that.
I
Is there
like
any
that
dog
too.
that can climb a tree? No.
Well,
Wolf? I don't know. Look it up.
Yes.
JB, pull that up. Here's what I'd say, caller. You should look up this story because a friend of mine wrote this story for the San Francisco Chronicle about the first recorded black bear killing, and he did a lot of research and he found out that the problem is that the bears are becoming way more used to humans in California, so they're getting way more just like they'll do whatever the fuck they want. It's very interesting. But I'm really happy you had that experience, and I don't want to take the wind out of your sails with the two awful stories Cricket told, not me. I also told one of them, and God bless you.
yes, same.
God bless you.
And I think
Cheers. You guys have a good day.
Hey, you as
too.
well. Take care.
Yeah. I'm going to go back to books and animals because I'm actually reading an amazing book right now that's about a woman who kills a cockroach and then looks into the cockroach's eyes and has a full-on like spiritual awakening and understands the void and what it is to be alive. And it's called The Passion of GH by Clarice Lispector. And I've been reading it for more than a year because it's so beautiful. I can kind of only handle like 3 sentences at once and then I have to put it down. So that's a book about getting close to an animal.
Okay.
Yes, she's amazing.
And I'll say these shoes, someone asked, are Hey Dude brand.
Hey Dude brand. They're good shoes.
Yeah, they were, I got them for free.
You did?
I'm sorry to cut.
For being an influencer?
For
being a shoe-fluencer?
No, Katie's mom got them free in an event, said, I don't want these ugly shoes. And I said, I guess I'll take them, but kind of to be polite. But I like them.
Are you the same size shoe as Katie's mom?
I don't know. Shoes.
That's cool.
Dog climbs tree, Tanner.
I'm sorry I told the story about all the bear
And
deaths.
I'm sorry that I kind of cut off the beautiful book thing you said to talk about my
okay.
shoes.
That's okay. I think we're having this is going good. I'm having
I know.
a really nice time. I don't
me
think
too.
either
We
of
don't.
us-
I think it just we
This is
kind of
just-
we both. What it was is the caller happened to call in specifically about a thing that we both had really awful things to say about it.
Yeah.
But that was just happenstance.
Yeah.
That isn't us.
Right.
That's not our dynamic. That's not the show tonight.
Absolutely.
But in that moment,
Just
that was just what we talked about. So let's watch this. Toby
Let's watch a bear. Nope.
All right.
Toby.
Toby, go there. Go to the tree. Go to the tree.
Holy fucking shit.
What?
God
the
damn.
hell?
Oh my God.
How does it get down? Does it just... What a good
I've
dog.
never seen a dog splay out like that.
The next time I come over here, Peggy better be doing
Climbing
this.
the damn tree. Yeah, they're really athletic. I do want to see him get down.
Holy hell. Is hell a swear? Hell's a swear, okay.
Always.
Always.
Never say
That dog is stuck in that tree.
I know it is. I do want to see it get out just to prove that it can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, all right.
What if the camera zoomed out?
Oh my God.
Wow.
Damn, Toby had a fucking great time.
The
The other dog's too scared though.
Yeah, only Toby can do that. What if the camera panned down and there were some red carpet stanchions in the back of this video?
Outside in winter at the American Northeast.
We're discovering something tonight.
Yep. All right, take that shit out of there. I'm the bear guy. Sorry, I got flustered and couldn't get my mind. Tilda, it's okay. Tilda, you were great. I'm sorry that we took it to it. That was really
on us.
Me and Cricket both had very specific things to say about black bears. You sort of like activated our MK Ultra training, and then we did say pretty horrible stuff. But you did great, and I'm really glad you had a nice experience with bears. And I do think having experiences with your favorite animal is one of the greatest things God can give you.
I absolutely
agree. And I'm Christian, I guess. Yep.
I guess somebody loves the New Testament.
We have the caller who said billionaire.
We have the caller who's a billionaire.
Who said they want to be born into a billionaire.
They want to be a billionaire? Okay.
They want to be reincarnated.
Let's bring them back. Let's see what they got. Spence the Beds, thank you for the tier 1 sub. All right, bring them on. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Hello?
Hello. This is It All Costs Money.
It All Costs Money. Yes, we can hear you. You're back. Hello.
I am. I apologize. I did preface my earlier statement about what animal I would be by saying that if there are no stipulations, then this is what I would prefer.
Okay. Well, but now that you know the stipulations.
My preferred animal.
Okay.
Elephant.
Elephant.
Why? They have live about as long as humans do, and I feel like that is a good amount of time to have lived. And they have over 150,000 individual muscles in their trunk.
Whoa.
I think humans have, 23 total?
We have
I want to know what
No, we have more muscles than that.
I want to know what it's...
You know
it's
that...
not very many, comparatively.
You know what I'm thinking? You know that trunk can give you that crazy suck with 150,000 muscles. You know what I'm saying, caller?
Right, potentially, but that's not necessarily what I'm interested in. I'm just interested in knowing what it's like to be able to relax that much.
Right.
Because have you seen the way they use their trunks?
Yeah,
when
that's
talking about relaxing. In addition to that, they have really great communities. The elderly look out, or the healthy look out for the old and the young in turn. It's just they have a pretty fantastic sense of just being alive, I would feel. And I know they're fairly intelligent. I don't know what their scale is, but yeah, I would absolutely love to be an elephant.
And
I would just hope that I don't get poached.
That's right. And they have matriarchs. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, the
guy
month to celebrate women.
Yeah, no, a guy who has no idea what it means. You know what? It all costs money. That's a beautiful answer. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for having the wrong. Yes.
On that note, it's also Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
That's awesome.
I know,
they're the same month.
A lot of people don't necessarily talk about it, but I really think that men's mental health is extremely important, and it shouldn't be glossed over.
I agree with that.
I absolutely agree.
Namaste.
Namaste. Is it more important than pride, though?
Mental health, yeah.
Men's mental health.
Oh, men's mental health.
Is it more important than pride? Cricket?
Well, yeah, because I think that if there were better mental health for men, then that would be one step towards maybe not needing a month to celebrate queer people, because I think it would be more okay generally. You know what I mean?
That's a great answer. I am gonna make the clip. It's gonna stop when you say yeah, and I'm gonna fucking cook your ass, bro. You're done, dude. You're done.
That's honestly fine. I'm kind of looking. I think I'm looking forward. I think I'm about to make a pivot into
men's rights,
into becoming a toxic masculinity influencer. I think I can do it.
Okay.
And I think it's important. I'm
Happy
pro
Pride.
Happy Pride. I'm pro toxic masculinity. Happy Pride. I'm pro toxic.
Okay, so Tanner is now just playing the stream.
Oh no.
I honestly, I do agree, and I actually agree with your point completely. And I think they should make us. Here's my idea. Okay, hold on. This is coming to me. What about this? A special kind of therapy just for the guys.
Just for the guys. I'm here
for
it.
It's some sort of guy therapy where you just fucking chill out.
You know, there's those guys who are what men need to do is hold each other's ball sacks.
Yeah.
Straight. It's not sexual.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like therapy for the fellas. I also just want to say, like, I don't think that, like, I think, never mind. I was going to get too serious, but I'm like, it's like, this is why I can't be a comedian anymore, because I like actually don't think we should make any jokes about men and women ever. So I'm like, yeah, no, like everybody's mental health would have to get better, and then we wouldn't need a Pride Month. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, women are toxic as shit too. Everybody. And like everyone is, you know?
Yeah. I totally agree with what you're saying. I hate men and women equally.
This is like, yeah.
That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
They stink.
This is like the I feel like I was all like sunshine and butterflies, and now I'm like bear attacks.
A child getting
I don't think we should joke about gender. I am gonna become a toxic masculinity influencer.
Do you think that it's almost worse to just hear it?
Yes.
I do, right? The death? Because there's something about, I think it's like a drone operator. And I really mean this. It sounds like a joke, but it's like the whole thing where it's like, it's harder for drone operators to get through PTSD than actual soldiers on the ground, because there's no separation between, like, if you see something really traumatic, there is therapy that works, whether it's ketamine therapy or MDMA therapy, where you can really separate it. But if it's just like, that's the whole thing, is they go home and it's like, hey, honey, what'd you do today? Well, I blew up about 100 journalists.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. It's not in your body really,
right.
and like
it's
we
just
can
this
process
thing, you're like
things
haunted
in our
by
body.
it, but it's like the unknown. It's almost like in a horror movie where you're like, what's the scariest part to me is before you see the monster, because you don't know what it's going to be. But then once you know what it is, you're like, okay, well, I see this and I see that it's not real.
Yeah.
Speak on it.
Anyway, we're getting in it now.
Yeah, we're getting in it now.
There shouldn't be a Pride Month. Men's rights.
Men rock.
Men rock.
Men rock. And if you have the chance to listen to a child be killed by a bear or watch it, always watch
it so it gets stored in your body, so later you can process it through therapy, which is one reason why mental health is important.
The body keeps the score.
Never
know what that means, but I love to say it.
It means that when you hear someone getting killed by a bear, it goes into your body and then you can get it out.
Yeah. You like transform like a damn like, I don't know. It's like
U2 into Coldplay.
Probably don't know Ben 10. That's probably not a reference to a track with you. Probably tracks with you though. Ben 10. Ben 10, the Omnitrix. He can turn into 10 different aliens. Yeah. It's kind of like he's got this watch. Mm-hmm. It's called the Omnitrix.
But back up. Who's Ben 10?
Ben 10. It's Ben Tennyson. He's a 10-year-old kid that finds this alien watch that allows him to. It should be given to a guy who's important, but instead a 10-year-old gets it, and he can turn into a bunch of different aliens.
Cool.
And that's. And he's got superpower. He's no ordinary kid. He's Ben 10. So
Tanner, when you're singing "Voice of an Angel," when you're yelling "Voice of some guy who," no, Ben 10. This is a documentary.
No, well, it's a cartoon, and then there's a sequel, and then there's also a kind of thing called. Maybe Ben 10 Go, Tanner, where it's like kind of the kid version. Tanner, the Ben 10 Go.
Ben 10 Go?
I heard Teen Titans Go, but there's also a Ben 10 version. Chat, do you know? So, and it's kind of like he sees the bear, but then it's like if he could be like, I'm going to turn into the bear.
That's cool.
Long walk when it made sense.
One time I went.
Huh? Right.
One time I went backpacking and I needed to buy a bear canister to put my food in it so a bear wouldn't do bad things to me. And I was like, I researched the perfect bear canister and I was about to buy it. And I read the fine print and it was like, if you're going backpacking on this one mountain in the Adirondacks, you can't buy this bear canister because there's one bear who's figured out how to open it. And it's the only bear in the world who can open this canister. And that's where I was going.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, this one bear figured out how to open this like very popular bear canister.
And they put that on the label?
Yeah.
Specifically about a specific bear.
A specific bear, yeah. No, don't kill that bear. That bear's in the Adirondacks.
That bear is literally the only bear we shouldn't kill because that's the bear that teaches us how to make our weapons better.
Yes.
Speak on it.
I love it.
No, we do not have to get rid of that.
If we and the bears keep advancing at the same rate, then we'll never have nuclear war.
It's like you're reading Moby Dick, Tanner. It's like the whole thing. It's like the whole thing is they're trying to outsmart the whale and get it. You got to make the harpoon better because the whale figures out how to use the harpoon. It's like the arms race, but it's between this company and this bear.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
I can't believe I'm only now just figuring out that Tanner's reading Moby Dick. I love that book.
Yeah.
Did we ask Tanner what animal you would be? No.
Well, it's hard to say what animal I would be, but.
Okay. All right. Okay. Is it hard?
So, well, it's hard to say what animal I would be, but.
Give him the mic and he's like, well, I need a reason to hold on to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think it's easier to say what I would want to be. And I think.
Go ahead.
I think you'd be a cow because you're really milking this moment.
So, I think what I'd basically want to be is a bird of some sort. Probably a bald eagle.
Why? I think they're shitty.
Or a falcon.
Yeah.
With the sharp beak.
You
so I can fly faster than a jet. You know they fly faster than jets,
I
right?
didn't know that. I didn't.
They can go faster than the speed of sound.
I don't think that's true.
Okay, well, they can go really fucking fast.
Thank you for telling me your answer.
Yeah. 200 miles per hour, that's gotta be how fast sound goes, right?
No.
Nope. Speed of sound 600 miles per hour. They said in the chat. We got a call coming in, Tanner. You want to pick that up?
Yeah.
Hello, caller. Welcome to the show. What's your name? What are you calling about?
Hey, it's Buff Up P-Man. Just calling about the animal I would be.
Please, Pup Up P-Man. Take it away.
So I guess it's not the animal I think I am, but the one I want to be, or the one I would be, which is probably like an ape in captivity. I think matches me the most. Someone that can like, have like their day job where they go out and kind of do their thing, perform a little bit, but most of the time they're just chilling, getting taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's okay. Here's my only thing, and here's why I will have a scowl on my face. I really can't think of a less happy animal than an ape in captivity.
I immediately felt so sad.
Yeah, because you're just like, and it is because we're related, but it's like you're basically like putting the early human, like it's the closest to a human zoo you can get is watching apes in captivity. Yeah.
Here's elephants are humans, whales are humans,
lions are
apes
humans.
are humans.
Lions are humans. Tigers are humans. You shouldn't put the big boys in there.
No.
The little guys are fine. You put a little fox running around, a fennec fox, doesn't give a shit. It's happy. You know what I mean? But a big fucking silverback gorilla, I don't know about Puppy Man. I mean, I respect the answer, and I'm not trying to say you're wrong, but just for me, it's a bit much.
Do you know?
No, but I feel like that's not wishful thinking. Like that's how I see myself if I were.
I see.
I got it. Got it.
Would you be happy?
Depends on the location. There are some places that treat their animals well, and others that don't. I just want to be chilling, just being fed, groomed, taken care of, all that.
San Diego Zoo. That's where you want to be.
I don't know. Shit.
I want to go to the San Diego Zoo. Sorry, I'm just thinking about that. Listen, Puppy Man. I really respect it. I'm worried about you. I'm worried that was your answer, but I respect it, and you're living your truth, and that's what's important.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. And what animal would you want to be?
I think the one that I envision myself as is, you were talking about it earlier, but like a bear.
Yeah.
So not in like a sexual way, but just like a bad guy that's strong.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I drop another depressing animal fact?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
We're in for a penny, and we got only a few minutes left, so.
Okay, great. In the 70s, it was really popular to do language experiments with apes, like Coco the gorilla is the most famous. But so there were a lot of primates that came out of those experiments, like knowing sign language, and then some even crazier things happened to some of them, but some of them they didn't know what to do with when those experiments ended, so they just gave them to medical research. So there are documented instances of but nobody there spoke sign language. So people would go to these facilities where these apes were being used as test subjects and stuff, and they would be signing get me out or I want to leave.
All right,
that would be me. That's what I would be doing.
All right, thank you, Puppy Man.
Are you? They're never gonna have me on the show again.
That's like one of the saddest things. You can hang up with
I know. I'm
Thank
sorry.
you,
I think about that a lot.
Yeah, it's one of the saddest things. That's somehow sadder than hearing a kid being mauled to death by a bear in Yellowstone Park.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. Yeah.
Well, Cricket, do you have anything to plug?
Having me on your comedy show. I don't think this is the moment. I mean, I don't have anything to plug. You can follow me.
What do you mean? You don't think this is the moment to end it? Is that what you're gonna say?
No, I'm just and then I'm like, watch my art. I'm great. Like,
no, I know. That's why I said it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, follow me on Instagram at cricket because soon I'll have a couple of short films that have been doing the festival circuit, and soon they'll be released on the internet for just anyone to see.
Cricket's the go. And if you see this twisted mind that would come on someone's comedy show and talk about some of the worst things I've ever heard someone say in a public setting. So imagine what the movies are like, folks.
Yeah, imagine the film I shot in my childhood home.
Yeah. She made Skin of a Ring, but it's about a fucking animal getting shot in the head execution style. Something like that?
Yeah. How'd you know?
Cricket, you're the best. Thank you for being here. It really was very fun.
It was a delight to be here. Thank you for having me.
An absolute blast. Who we got? Who we going to raid, Tanner? Who we going to raid? Raid. Who's on, folks? Any friends? Moist Critical. Raid Andre. I was doing a show with him today. Thank you, Cricket, for being here. I know I kind of ended it on a kind of silly, but you know that.
No, I love being joshed.
We were just joshing.
I love being joshed. We're good friends.
Yeah,
I had a really good time.
Tilda, thank you for calling in. Call back anytime. Say hi to Andre, everybody. This is a great episode. This is why we do the show, folks. Goodbye, and I'll see you on Tuesday for British Night with Libby and Charlotte, where I'm going to be working my way through British situations, and 2 British women are going to tell me kind of what to do because I'm going to London.
Oh my God, amazing.
Prince Andrew's hearing about being on Epstein's Island. Yep, that's one of the situations we're going to be in, because what if I was there? All right, thank you, everybody.